The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac 10s. But don't think them shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not your average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting. Fuck red, white, and blue. Earth they nerve like militias in the booth. Spit that word like the wisdom in the tooth. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas will stay asleep. Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal. Fuck the government soil. Bring heat to the planet to this motherfucker boil. There's no more talk. Through the grave y'all walk. I talk for the slaves from the grave. It's war.
I remember a few years ago we were talking about the rent too damn high. Now it's gas. Monkey shit. Yes, it's Monday, and this is an episode known as a Monkey Shit Monday, and we are going to go through the monkey shit. And tonight's edition is gasoline. I know it's giving you headaches. I know. You got to get back and forth to work for those of you that do work. I know it's fucked up out here right now. You got to get to work. You're spending too much money to get a half a gallon of gas. You're spending too much money to get a whole gallon. You're just spending too damn much right now. Gas is stupid. Gas got everybody going crazy, right? And there's a reason why. Yes, here's somebody got to say this shit. We have been keeping you informed. We have been keeping you aware of all the goings on in the world. And in the world currently, we are dealing with World War III. Yes, this is World War III. I have told you this before in other podcasts, in other episodes, and other shows. We have said this. I am Irk the Nerve, aka Mr. Somebody. Everybody, somebody got to say this shit. And we're going to do the monkey shit tonight. This is Monkey Shit Monday. Oh, we got some monkey shit for you folks. Are you understand? I am no comedian. Yet I do find humor in the most awkward of things. My sense of humor is very dark. And sometimes it brightens up and creates a beautiful rainbow. But then it goes back to dark. So my favorite comedian is George Carlin. I see him as the GOAT. No one better. But that's just my opinion. So therefore, if you're looking for comedy from me, folks, nah, you're not gonna get much of it. But I do have someone for you. He's my partner, my guy. Wowski.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yes, sir. You. Oh, what the hell is that?
How's it sound? Better, worse?
Your microphone has a magnifier on it. What the hell's going on?
Well, I've upgraded the system over here, my guy.
Oh,
But I'm trying to figure out if the upgrade sounds better or worse. What I sound like? I got some tuning to do, I imagine.
I think you need to just turn it down just a tad bit.
What's that sound like?
I like it. I like it.
All right, well, fuck it. We're riding. We're riding.
You're a little loud. Are you peeking? You peeking? You got a mixer over there?
What it sound like now?
Uh, I like it. I like it. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's see what happens.
I honestly don't know which knob to turn.
There's a knob that says volume.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I got a mic that's got 3 knobs. So let me see what this. Did that do anything? So basically, folks, Earth the Nerd's gonna have to come to my crib and help me out with this. This is what this means.
That's fine. That's fine. You said, you know what? I like it. We're gonna go with it. I can hear everything. I can hear the liquid going down your throat. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's not good because that's going to happen a lot during the shows that we do. So, yeah, I got to figure this out.
Yeah. But until then, let's do the monkey shit. Tonight's Monkey Shit Monday is.
What?
Hey, whenever you had the chance to, brother, just use your mute button every once in a while. You know.
Got you.
My man got that serious motherfucking mic over there. I haven't pulled out a microphone yet. And my man is over there amplified right now. He got the ampage going on right now. Tonight's show, Walski, you can join me anytime you feel like speaking, man. You know, I ain't hindering you on nothing.
Oh no, yes sir. I got the kid in the background. Usually she could slide in a whisper and nobody knows, but obviously I've changed some shit up around here.
Yeah. It's all good, my G. Hey, tonight's Monkey Shit Monday, we're dealing with gasoline, the gasoline edition, and all things that run off of gasoline. We are dealing with the headache right now. It's giving you a headache. Gasoline is giving you a headache. I figured maybe I can try to get you some laughter from your pain. You know, I figured that we can try this. Okay, so you know, here somebody got to say this shit. It is our duty to inform above all else. So that's what we're here to do. We are here to inform you of the dealing, and we're gonna get some laughs out of it. We're gonna try to get some laughs out of it. And I know the gas prices got you feeling like,
oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
That is perfect, bro.
and I can show you why, folks. From PBS NewsHour, and this was 2 weeks ago. Now I got this news clipping specifically to inform you that people are panicking now. But folks, I do have to let you know that we had plenty of warning. We had plenty of warning that this was coming. In fact, me and my partner Jay Wowski have been doing podcasts and shows about hyperinflation, about the war that was not a war when we were speaking on it, but now is a full-blown war that is absolutely World War III. You just don't know it yet because the mainstream news media that really want to use that type of wordage. It's okay. It's okay. We're still here with you, folks.
I mean, if you think about the way we've been calling shots, I don't want to grift off of them, so obviously we would never do it. But I think that instead of somebody gotta say this shit, this show could honestly be called Somebody Been Telling You This Shit. And like I said, I don't want to grift off Hotep been told y'all. So, obviously we would never do such a thing. But it goes from the point of somebody's gotta say it to we've been telling you.
Yeah. And that's basically what it is, folks. It's The war starts after the use of chemical weapons or a nuke. Well, Pyru, I don't really too much disagree with you on that. But if you have been paying attention, the hypersonic bomb has been used twice. One they actually recorded most recently. And that is letting you know that Russia does not give a fuck. They are letting all their weapons, they're going to let all their weapons loose. And if they deem it necessary, I personally think they will use a nuke. But that is not a laughing matter. I think this is more of a laughing matter.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Ugh.
Where the big girls at? Yeah. Big girls. Pull up. It's your song. Make that clap. You gotta be thick. I wanna see that clap. Pull up. Pull up on me. Shake that. Pull up on me. Let's go. Into the thick of it. She thinking she killing.
She was so close.
Or was she? I'm sure she thought she was.
The funny thing is, when I seen her get out the whip, I was like, this goes bad when she tries to get back in it. But there for a minute, I thought, oh, she's smart. They're going to end this video with her just running her ass beside the car. No, she tried it.
She sure did. That's my thing is, okay, so I don't see now that challenge. At one point in time, I guess that was a challenge, and that challenge always confused me because you're doing something that's absolutely completely illegal, and you're doing it in like public, like any eye that can see will see. You're doing this. What if you fuck up someone's vehicle doing that and then have to go to court? You're definitely going to lose your fucking license. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. And me, two-time DUI offender, and was a bona fide foot soldier all the way up until the point of me getting a license. I value being able to put my ass in a car and turn the key way too much to ever try that dumb shit. I mean, if I had fuck you money and I could just have like multiple vehicles, maybe. But until that day, nah sir, not for me. I need my car to be running. And I don't need to be running after the motherfucker.
Hey, okay, but I think she should have practiced. I think she should have. started off with a minimum speed without recording, practice with a friend, do something other than make yourself look like a complete dumbass. But she must have a sense of humor because obviously the video was uploaded.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a video of yourself doing something like that, your only option is to hope it goes viral so you can pay for the damage you just did to your whip. But outside of that, I think preparation was needed. But I don't think it was preparation on the actual act. I really feel like it should have been like 6 months to a year in the gym before she tried that shit. She looked like a flight of stairs gives her problems, and you gonna run next to a car?
If you look at it, when the car when she leaves when she leaves the sight of the camera, and then she runs right back into the sight of the camera. You can tell on her face she was like, okay, this might not have been a good idea. Let's look at it one more time.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Ugh.
Where the big girls at? Yeah, big girls. Pull up.
That's where she fucked up.
That clap. You gotta be thick. I wanna see that clap. Right. Pull up. Pull up.
Look.
Shake that. Pull up. Let's go. Into the thick of it. She thinking she killing.
She exerted all energy on catching back up. After that, you could tell by the way her feet was moving. She was running out of steam quick.
Hey. She is. Oh, she's horribly shaped too. Why don't people just tell these? Okay, so we have to have somebody around us that's willing to tell us the truth. Like someone should have told her, bitch, you are too big to be doing this. And maybe it makes absolutely no sense at all. But you should just tell her anyway.
You know, the dude with the camera's fucked up. Because it's got to be a dude. You filmed it and you listen to the song in the background. It references a chick being thick. Oh, he gassed her up. She thought she was sexy jumping out that joint, not knowing that she looked like a Christmas mantelpiece. So, yeah, she was gassed from the jump for no reason. Her boyfriend ain't shit. He trying to go viral so he ain't got to get a job. That's exactly what that is. And he gassed her all the way up for that one. She's what you call all top. And them little pencil legs could not hold the weight to get her down the road and back in that car. You see, she couldn't even get her knee up. Them legs was done. Oh, I love ignorant people. I love them. I could watch shit like that all day long.
I got a theory about this. What you just said, the top heavy, skinny legs. I got a theory about this. So individuals like that, built like that, were never meant to be obese. Here's why. Because your fucking legs did not grow at the same capacity as your midsection. What that means is you forcefully fed yourself or was doing all types of just unhealthy shit to where your body increased in size rapidly.
Yeah.
But your legs, but your legs didn't come with it.
No, built like a chicken.
Yeah, man. And those are the people. And to me, those individuals were never ever meant to be fat. Those, if you look at them, you can tell. You can like that chick or that guy just let himself go. You know, and you can and those people, those. For real, I'm sorry, man. This is not-
You know, remember them toys where you had the multiple different bodies and you could twist them and it'd be different people's shit? That's what people like that look like to me. Like, they twisted the little legs on you, but the big man body on top of some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, however that toy played out.
yeah.
Or like I said, they look like a mantelpiece, like, decoration. Like, remember the ones that was heavy? Like made out of like ceramic or some bullshit or glass or something like that, and it was a figurine, but the legs were made out of just like fabric, and they would just hang over the mantle. That's exactly how these people look to me. Like, you don't even look like a person. You look like some kind of fucked up knick-knack that I seen at my grandmother's house.
Oh, yo, hey man, I just say yo. I mean, for this is not a PC show, so we're gonna. I mean, we use the word fat over here, obese, grossly obese, shit like that. Like if you let yourself get that big, handle that shit. Get yourself together. And the thing is, with the gas prices being the way that they are, you may have your fucking chance. Buy you a bike.
Yeah. Won't have to be running beside your car. You'll just be running.
U.S. gas prices spike as call to ban Russian oil continues. This is also 2 weeks ago, and we're gonna have recent news clippings as well. But we're gonna go back and touch on now. Now I understand these gas prices got you ready to buy a horse.
Don't worry about it. Gas $3.99. Come on, Sheila. Put you in 4-Hill Drive. Yeah.
I was not ready for that to pop up. I'm over here thinking all social, politically, philosophical, and here this shit comes. God, I love Monkey Shit Monday.
I'm telling you guys, this is the monkey shit. This is the monkey shit that human beings we go through. This is the shit that we're going through. This is the shit that we put each other through.
Yeah, but I do got a question though, bro. Honestly, just as we've seen through past 2 years, a lot of frivolous spending, a lot of big time printing at the presses of American currency. Do you honestly think that gas is where it's at now because of Russian oil and sanctions? Or do you think it was inevitable to rise like everything does when your country just prints off billies and trillies like it ain't shit?
Yeah, I think it was going to happen with the stimulus and everything. You printing off just printing off more money than you can pay back. Of course, America. That's the American way. But I would say it's a little bit of both, bro. I think that we were already before like you gotta understand, bro. We was talking about hyperinflation before. We was doing podcasts on hyperinflation before we even heard of Russians being at Ukrainian borders.
Well, that's kind of like exactly to the point I was trying to make, or the question I guess I asked. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like the frivolous spending and what we know and understand about economics and the debt of the country and how it accrued and taxes and all this, I feel like if there was never anything to do with Russia and their oil, inevitably our gas price was going to rise, just like our food. And I mean, everything has gotten more expensive. across the board. So I feel like that tide was rising with or without Russian oil. Now, I mean, sanctions on Russian oil I'm sure did not help the scenario. But here's the funny thing too. We have this spike in gas prices. We just printed off a couple more billy for Ukraine aid. But if we could just print off money, couldn't we just print off enough money to get our own fucking drilling and oil situation going on here? So maybe it'll be more expensive in the short, but in the long, we own it. It's more oil from our soil. We don't have to worry about sanctions or shipping as far as across oceans. It's right here in the home front. Like, I understand that when it comes to the power that be in the hierarchy, that is just a buffoonery question. But for rational thinkers like you and I mean, is it just beyond the general public that watches the news to like not be up in arms or upset about the fact that we could just print off some bread and start tapping our own shit right here and not even have to give two fiddlers fucks about Russian oil or not, or Saudi oil or not, or whoever else? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We're talking about American politics, so common sense has obviously been thrown out the window way before I was born. But I'm just asking you. You know what I mean?
Well, people don't understand that the dollar that we trade with. I'm using the word trade jokingly.
Yeah,
it's a petrodollar. So that dollar is based on the spending of oil, the buying of crude oil. The thing is, you can't buy Saudi Arabian oil without American currency. But just recently, the Saudi Arabian government was talking about dropping the petrodollar. If they drop the petrodollar, we are completely fucked.
Yeah, our money looks like a peso overnight.
And it's also funny to the fact that,
or worse, a peso might honestly be worth more at that point. I mean, I really don't know, but I know it would not be good. You talking about $20 McDoubles, son?
You talking about money being worth a ruble.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, how many pesos would it take to make an American dollar before this shit? And how like what? I think it's like at least like 10 or 15, maybe even 20 pesos to equal an American dollar. So yeah, you're talking $20 McDoubles, my guy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it doesn't look good, folks. And since me and my guy and our associates, we represent. Go ahead, tell them what that is.
That's the All Gas Mob. That is our motto over here at Blurred Minds Media. All gas, no brakes. We've structured our own lane, and we've crafted our lane to eventually crush through all YouTube sectors. We are sectorless because we embody all sectors, but we're all gas. We are actually, if you look at the current climate, we are the last frontier of all gas because ain't nobody else got none. Goddamn it, I can't afford none, anyways. So we're the last. We are the piece de resistance when it comes to gas out here because we got all the gas. Because, like I said, we're hammered down. We're adding shows as we can find a host and an audience and something we like and something we think that we can do and craft and make our own and have fun with. We're adding shows day. Not day by day. That's a lie. But as soon as we got a concept, we drop them, and we're filling up the board. We're filling up your time slot. Eventually, 7 days a week, at 2 or 3 different time slots a day, you will have to realize that you're going to see a Blurred Minds Media production on the YouTube streets and eventually on the Blurred Minds Media app coming soon to a smartphone near you. But outside of that, that's all gas mob, baby. We don't know breaks. Honestly, if you listen at all to what Irk the Nerve tells you on these shows, we don't have time for breaks. We're trying to get this thing off. We're trying to be as successful as we can, entertain as many people as we can, as quick as we can. That's why we keep adding shows. That's why we keep, because I don't feel like we got a lot of time to make this happen, but we all have a vision. We have a dream handed to us by Irk the Nerve, Mr. Somebody, who I like to call in our camp the Abbott, our RZA of our Wu-Tang clique. He jumped it off. He showed us what to do and how to do it, and we all took off running with it. We didn't take off running with it because we ran away from the motherfucker. For all you haters out there, don't get it twisted. We took off running because we realized we don't have time to go backwards. We can only go forward. So it's all gas mob until the worst of the worst happens.
Exactly. And I think we have a new recruit. I think we have a new recruit for All Gas Mob. You want to meet her?
Absolutely.
Okay, here she is.
Oh, she's stealing. She's stealing.
Yo! You know what that is? That is in the 90s, early 2000s, well, all the way up until a couple years ago. That's a bank heist. She ain't stealing gas. That's currency. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
At this moment, hey, that'll get you shot in the face right now.
Yo, for
That'll get you
sure.
shot in the, let a mother. You wake up. Hey, okay, so painting a scenario right now. I got the canvas in front of me. I'm about to start brushing. You wake up, Jay Walski. You getting ready for work. It's a Monday. You had a great weekend. You was dreading the Monday on Sunday. You wake up Monday morning, you get dressed, and you are pissed off that you have to head off to work. You leave out of your front door. You walk towards your car, and you see this motherfucker doing this.
Oh, she's stealing. She's stealing.
Yeah, well, first off, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to respect what you're doing to me.
I understand.
And then right after that, like, empathy I have for you. Not sympathy, empathy, because I get it. I got to go to the motherfucking gas station too, honey. After that, you're going to reverse that pump. You're going to put that shit back in my car. And then you're either going to drive your car naked back home, or you're going to drive your car on 2 flats and naked back home. The decision's up to you. Because when I pull the motherfucking heater out, that's what I'm going to say. Well, now you got to strip and you got to drive home naked. If you don't start stripping, I'm going to start popping tires. And guess what? If gas is super expensive, right behind that is oil changes and tires, my friend.
Yes, because you need oil. You need oil to make rubber. And rubber is the key component to tires. You may not know this. This is high science right here, folks.
Now look, I know, and you know, and I know why you said it. We cannot put nothing past the ignorance of the general population of the world. Mm-hmm. But if some fucking how you breeze past this fucking podcast and you did not realize that tires were made out of rubber, please send us your address. I need all your canned goods first, because you are going to do nothing for us down the road.
I know people who didn't know that. I know individuals who did not know that you needed oil to make rubber.
I mean, you know, that's what all that internet cute shit will get a generation. We really have a generation that probably would lose their shit if they had to change a tire. But I'm like,
this is why it's monkey shit. This is why it's monkey shit, folks. You know, this is why there's monkey shit going on. Look, we're not too far from our evolutionary ancestors. We're not too far from they you know, if they was to see us now, they would be like, holy fuck, what the fuck. At the same time, they would be like, holy fuck, you guys did a great job. And then they would be like, what the fuck, you destroyed the shit. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing, because we're not that far removed from our farthest ancestor. But we are so far removed from their lifestyle and their actions and their grit and their perseverance. I mean, and honestly, it has gotten worse generationally. Like, I would like to fancy myself an alpha, a gritty, hard-nosed type of person. I mean, I would, you know. I mean, I feel that way about myself.
I'll give it to you, brother. I'll give it to you. I've seen you work.
But I am, like, honestly, kind of a bitch compared to my dad. And I feel like my dad is kind of a bitch compared to his dad. I feel like the tap water has really done a number on us.
Are you speaking on the softening of generations?
Yeah, I really do. Because, like, honestly, dude, like I said, like, I've never turned down a fisticuff, a physical altercation. I've always planted roots and stood my own. But the worst ass whooping I've honestly taken in a fisticuff has been from my father. And I feel like that his dad was even more, you know, of the grit than him. Even his older brother is a little bit more just rugged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say even between me and my little sister, you could see the difference in when we came up and how we came up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, and like, I love my kid to death, but it's like, dude, I know for a fact that I've lived through nights that, you know, I don't know how much therapy it costs to shake that off of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's wild to see it, man. And I think it's kind of I think it goes hand in hand with advances in technology and comfortability in as far as advancements and things like that. But I don't know, man. Like, where does it end? You know what I mean? Because, like, honestly, on one end of it, you know, advancement in technology is pretty badass. I mean, could you imagine when we were coming up that me and you would be live on some kind of thing like a YouTube, talking our shit on something called a podcast, on something called a Monkey Shit Monday? Like, I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like,
never would have imagined.
The closest thing to this with us growing up would be probably like going to like broadcasting school, I guess, and like trying to get into radio. I would think that'd be the closest thing to what we're doing. Or I guess TV, you know, and trying to go that route. But outside of that, no, like this was non-existent. You know what I mean? So the dope thing is, I guess, you got a generation that grows up with all this at their exposure. But the weird thing is, it seems like the more they have at their exposure and the more opportunities they have that we didn't in the past to do awesome amazing, cool shit, it almost like their brains go backwards and they become more like comfortable and docile and soft that they don't realize the badassery that's around them right now. Like, you could just drop whatever you want on the internet, and if it's hot, people might pick up on it as far as a song or something like that. Like, when we grew up, you couldn't do nothing like that. Like, what are you talking about? You got to get on the radio. You know, like, what was it? What was it? Television killed the radio star. And I feel like the internet killed the television star. So now you don't even got to go to an audition. You strike a viral moment, you're off to the fucking races.
Yep. It's video killed the radio star, but you're absolutely right. And video and podcast killed video, basically. Podcasting and I would say the camera phone killed the video.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, people are running, right now, you're running a whole show off of something that you can put in your pocket. That is phenomenally dope compared to what it would have taken to do this when we were coming up.
Yeah.
And that wasn't that fucking long ago. That's the crazy thing about the event. Like I said, I think it's the double-edged sword. The advancement and the ability and capability of doing more awesome shit without the big production and all the crazy shit that it used to take to do it is amazing. But it seems like the more kids get that, they don't understand the struggle it used to take to do it. So it's a disrespected tool, you know? Like, a motherfucker loves a jackhammer, but don't realize that there was a day where that was all sledgehammer.
Yeah. And which goes back to your point about the softening of generation.
Yeah, because like I said, you see me. I'll run a fucking DeWalt Brutus sledgehammer like nobody's business. But if I had to bust that same floor up with a long-handled sledge, fuck me.
Yeah. Now, Jay Walski, we know that we feeling the pain at the pump. But if we feeling the pain at the pump, you absolutely know that our great and appreciated truck drivers, you know, the 18 wheelers?
Yeah.
The guys that drive the 18 wheelers, the guys that do the on road importing and exporting. Those guys are definitely feeling the pain from hauling the load.
Well, think about this real quick. I'm sorry, but you just gave me a thought. During the lockdowns, pandemic scare, nail salons, hair salons, bars, and restaurants that are pretty much mainly outside of big franchises owned by the middle class, you know, the working man that owns his business. So the lockdown shut him down. Now you think about fuel prices going up. Well, who does that really affect? The guy the small man that owns 1, 2, maybe 3 semi-trucks. The plumbing company that owns 3, 4 service trucks. The electrician company that owns 3 or 4 service trucks. So on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like the small courier businesses, the box truck businesses, you know, people like that. The pallet man. Everybody knows the pallet man. Now he ain't making shit because it takes too much to put the money in that big ass truck to put all them stolen pallets on. So, it's the boa constrictor method of bleeding your middle class, so-called middle class, dry. And it's the financial mudslide, the downward slide. Those those who wealthy will stay wealthy. Those who rich are now upper to regular middle class. Those who are middle class are now struggling more than ever. Those who fucking barely hanging on by a thread are now for sure broke and poor. And those who at the bottom of the barrel, poor and homeless. The funny thing is, at the fringes, the most downtrodden, broke, poor that's just getting subsidies at the most. And the ones who own it all, their lives don't seem to change much. But everybody in the middle gets to fall downward on that mudslide.
Mm-hmm.
It's a what do they call it? It's a great reset, I believe I've heard it called.
Absolutely that. Global fucking reset.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, just like us. We're tradesmen. We make a decent wage. We've worked our way up the ladder enough to make a decent wage at our ages and our know-how and what we do.
I would say so.
And I think we both are responsible enough and make enough money to where we can pay our bills, cater to a couple of our mental luxuries, and feed ourselves, and just, you know, I mean, we don't really want for nothing. We take care of it. We've found a trade. We know what to do. We know how to show up, work, get it done, and get the paper to do so. We've learned how to do this thing. But the funny thing is, we had a decent wage. But when your groceries go up, when your gas goes up, when everything goes up, now our decent wage is us barely hanging on if we can do that. So what was a nice way of living at a decent wage thus far is not going to cut it. But the bad thing is, you ain't going to be able to go to your boss for a raise, because everything that it cost him to make money got more expensive. Maintenance on vehicles, fuel, everything.
If I was making this type of money 10 years ago, son, I would be bowling.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I remember right out of high school, my only thought was like, man, if I just had a steady supply of some decent Mexican press weed and I was making $10 an hour, I'd be living pretty fucking good. If that was my situation now, I would be under a viaduct.
The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hot damn it, I got another one. But, I mean, honestly and truly, back when I was like, I don't know, probably I would say 04, 05, 06, something like that. Like, that lifestyle, I could have been living in the Grand Reserves in Lexington, the premier apartment situation with a poolside masseuse and a bar and a restaurant inside. I could have $10 an hour and a steady supply of Mexican press. I could have absolutely lived there. Now, security wouldn't even let me in the fucking public pisser over there for that kind of money.
Damn.
It's crazy, and that's not that fucking long ago. I mean, it ain't. You know, it's kind of long ago, but it ain't that damn long ago. I mean, shit.
So, if I could, Jay Walski, I need to go back to the fact that our fellow, well appreciated by us at least, our fellow truck drivers, 18-wheeler driving motherfuckers, there's a lot going on in the news with them. You know, there's a shitload of them in Washington, D.C. just fucking up traffic, but you'll never hear about that because the mainstream news media is purposely blocking that information out.
Why would they do such a thing?
Well, they believe they have successfully shut down the truckers rally in Canada, and now that the rally is moved to our nation's capital. Well, the mainstream news media works with the federal government. And they make sure that they only tell the stories that want to be told, and that is a story that is not going to be told. There are 18 wheelers and truck drivers protesting in Washington D.C. You'll never hear about that because that's just the way the world is.
And honestly, the way gas prices are going, eventually you're going to have to hear about it because they ain't going to be able to move them fucking trucks.
Eventually, and then you're going to wonder, where are all the trucks with your groceries? Well, I'm about to show you where they are.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Ugh.
Where the big girls at? Yeah. Big girls. Pull up.
If I can't find somebody to blame specifically for that and whoop their ass, I'm quitting that whole job. I'm suing somebody. I don't even care if I win. I'm taking somebody to court, and I'm beating somebody up, and I'm quitting my job.
But how do you explain that you got all of your bones broken by fruit? How do you explain that? Like, how do you explain? Like, my leg is broken because fruit. All the produce just fell down on me and broke my leg. How do you explain that, Jay Walker? How would you explain it?
I mean, I don't know how you explain it, but I know when you go into court, you make sure they see that you are entirely fucked up.
Oh, I'm talking
cast. I'm gonna have cast on shit that didn't even get fucked up.
Oh, does he have a case though, Jay Walski? I mean, the idiot motherfucker tried. He thought he was Thor at one point in time. He thought he was Superman. He forgot that he was just a mere mortal, and thought that he could pick up the fall.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Ugh.
Where the big girls at? Yeah. Girls.
Okay, so
Actually, after further review, he might not get $1 in court. Because like you said, I'm sorry, bro. If I open it up and I see it leaning back, my last instinct would be to catch it. I'm just getting out of the damn way.
dive out of the way. You know what? I don't think he wanted to put his hands up and like try to catch it. I think that was the only instant reaction his brain could come up with.
Yeah, I mean, he might have a leg to stand on in court, but I'm telling you right now, I could see me just diving out of the way. Like, I don't see my reaction. I'm gonna catch this pallet of shit that's falling out of a truck. I don't see that. I seen a dude one time try to grab a fork truck that was rolling off of a dock. He grabbed it, and it was pulling him. He had black shoe marks on the concrete from where it was pulling him. And I grabbed the collar of his shirt, and I snatched him off of it and pulled him backwards on the dock. And I just looked at him. I was like, what did you think you was about to do, bro?
Besides die.
You were going to actually manhandle a fork truck falling off of probably a 5 to 6 foot dock?
Yeah. You was gonna die, son.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, you owe me money. I just fucking saved your dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I seen him. He grabbed out like he was fucking... He just became fucking Superman out of nowhere or something. He was like... 60-something years old. I was like, are you retarded? Is this how you wanted to die? Falling with a Ford truck off a dock. This was your grand moment. Because trust me, I don't think you would have made it out of the hospital. People are nuts. I get out of the way. Plus, you know, I got 5 fingers, bro. You should see me on jobs where it's like, if you stick your hand in there and it goes wrong, your shit's going to get smashed. I don't do those jobs.
Yeah.
Not at all. As soon as somebody's like, this is what you got to do. And I look at them like, no, this is what you got to do. Because there ain't no goddamn way I'm sticking my only 5 digits in there. Fuck you. Bitch, you can learn how to write with your left hand. I don't have the option.
Oh, shit. Hey, but let me show you this real quick. Oh, Jay Walski, boy, you killed me, man. So, remember a dollar gas price in Jay. Well, I know you were there. Remember dollar gas price, dollar a gallon gas price. Remember that?
Bro, I had a
price.
1980 Cutlass with a Oldsmobile V8 engine in it. And I remember when $5 worth of gas was good enough to get my boy from Cardinal Valley to Hollow Creek. I absolutely remember dollar gas.
Hell yeah. Those were the days. That's when you literally wasted gas like you see it right there on the screen. You know, the people just pouring gas all over each other. Those are the days you literally jumped to your whip like this.
I was kind of hoping it was just the first one. What was you trying to do there, Dukes of Hazzard?
When I seen it, I was like, "Oh!" And then I seen him actually like fulfill the whole little move, and I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take it. This is a good little clip."
That's when in high school I gained the utmost respect for skateboarders. I seen skateboarders eat hellified shit multiple times to stick a landing, and I was like, yeah, y'all some hardcore motherfuckers, man. Because if I would have took that first fall, there wouldn't have been 5 more after that at all.
Yeah.
At all. That first one would have been like, all right, this ain't for me.
Oh, shit.
You know, at Lafayette High School, outside when you go out of the gym, there's like a little awning, but it's just like a flat concrete awning. I seen a cat come off the roof onto that awning and try to stick like a kickflip and land. And I seen him just land straight bones to concrete 6 or 7 times before he stuck that landing. And I was like, God damn. Like, every time he would hit the concrete, I was like, call the ambulance. This motherfucker's dead. And he would just get up, shake it off, knock the dirt off of his fucking Sex Pistols t-shirt, and get right back up there. I was like, bad motherfucker, man. That's all I can tell you. Bad motherfucker right there, boy. Because there ain't no fucking way I would do that shit.
Hey, you said bones to concrete. Did it look anything like it?
Actually,
you know that shit hurt.
Not the skateboarder, but I seen a dude do that on a moped.
Do tell.
Oh, we're in Cardinal Valley, my homie's granddaddy's house. We're all just hanging out outside and shit. this kid goes down the street, and it's like an old school moped. Like, remember the old school joints that like would still go like fucking 80?
Yeah.
Like the old badass ones, like before they had safety regulations and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So this kid goes flying past us on one. And my homie's granddad leans off the porch and says, "Hey, that thing's worth some money." We were like, "Yeah?" He's like, "See if he'll sell it." We were like, "All right." So we chase him around the corner, pull up on his street, and we're like, "Is that for sale?" He's like, "Yep." We're like, "How much you want for it?" My buddy's granddaddy wants it. And he was like, "Well, here, check it out." Well, he comes flying down the street, right? Well, at the same time he's coming up the street, on one side, the other side, this fucking pickup truck is flying down the street. They almost get in a head-on collision, but the pickup truck swerves, pops 2 tires on the curb. The dude on the moped just fucking throws it on the ground, and he's no shirt, jeans, shorts, and some Reebok Classics. That's what he's wearing. And he slides down the fucking street, bro, on that bare chest. Gets up, jumps on the moped, takes off. Goes down to the marathon on the corner of Versailles Road and Oxford Circle. Parks it behind there, and he hides in the bushes. We finally find him like 2 or 3 hours later. This motherfucker's got ants and shit crawling in the fucking wounds on his chest. We're like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" The dude in the truck's looking for you. Like, you know, what's the deal, bro? He's like, "Man, this motherfucker's stolen."
Oh shit!
He was trying to sell us a hot moped, but he wrecked the motherfucker before he could get it off. And I'm talking, this motherfucker had like, he had ants crawling in the wounds. This motherfucker had no nipples left. It was bad. Like, he needed to go to the hospital, but he was just hiding in the bushes on Oxford Circle because he was on a stolen moped and he knew the police was about to show up.
You know how much friction you would have to create in order to have no nipples, dude?
I'm talking, he slid on his bare chest on the concrete a good 20 foot before he stopped. But I'll give it to him. He bounced up off that fucking ground, hit that fucking moped, fired it up, and took off like it never happened.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I've seen some shit like it. Like, actually, the dude in the video you played got it way better than old buddy I seen.
Oh, shit. Well, we're going to continue on with this monkey shit. You see, this is all about gasoline and the vehicles that need gasoline in order for us to do what we need to do, even if what we're doing is destructive. Hey, when I first see that, I was like, "Yo, how the fuck did he get up?"
That was pure. That was pure adrenaline and embarrassment, bro.
Adrenaline and embarrassment. Yes.
The bad thing is, if I was one of his homies on the other bikes, I'd be like, "Yeah, you can't ride with me, bro. Like, you gotta go on and hit this next left and go on home, bro." Like,
hey, you know what? If I'd have crashed like that, bro, I'd have picked my bike up. I would have wheeled it. I'd have walked it in between 2 cars where I could park it. I'll put the motherfucking kickstand on it, and then I would just walk to wherever I need to go after that.
I would have rode that motherfucker to the closest pawn shop, and I would have traded it for a laptop, some headphones, and a microphone. Like, yeah, I'm about to start this podcast and shit. That biker life ain't for me, bruh.
That
I'm
bike life is not for me.
I'm about to do something I can do safely in the confines of my house. I've seen that scenario play out in real life.
Now we see in the news. This is just an hour ago. Gas prices slightly dropped, slightly, but pay attention to Venezuela. Pay attention to Venezuela. Pay attention to Saudi Arabia. See, America, well, let me say it right. The United States government, representing the American people, put sanctions on Venezuela. This was years ago. Now that we find ourselves in this situation and Russia has basically, you know, America, well, let me say it again. The United States government representing the American people are now looking to take away sanctions or take the sanctions off of Venezuela just so we can keep gas prices low. You might want to think about that, folks. We gotta take sanctions off of a country that we put sanctions on in order to hold sanctions on another country that we just put sanctions on.
And the wild thing is, we take sanctions off of Venezuela, who is a ally with Russia. So if you're going to take sanctions off of an ally of Russia to make gas prices shorter, don't you think you might as well just take them off of Russia too?
Now, this is a plan. This is a plan that is made by the Biden administration. This is an idea. This is nothing that is written in stone, but this is an idea. I think the idea is fucking stupid. Well, I think sanctions are fucking stupid because usually it's the more powerful country putting sanctions on the not so powerful country. That's usually how it works. You've never seen a third world country put sanctions on a first world country. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's like it's like if somebody fronted you like a nice big satchel of Mary Jane, and they called you about the bread, and you're like, "Well, I can only give you a piece of it because I'm putting sanctions on the rest of it." You know, I owe you 1,000. I'm gonna put a sanction on that, so I actually only owe you like 600.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck around. You're gonna fuck around and get your borders invaded.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, try that if you will. Get some work off somebody when they call about the bread. Try to sanction them and see how the borders of your household hold up.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to hold up very well. To me, though, like, I feel like the sanction shit is more propaganda to hide the fact that the frivolous spending in this country has made everything more expensive. I feel like sanctions, oil prices, as a result of the I feel like all of this does not help at all, obviously, the economy and our money and things being cheaper. But I feel like the inevitable fact that frivolously printing off money with nothing backing it and nothing coming back to you, just print with no return. It's an election year, and I feel like the best way to muddy those waters from the actual responsible candidates is, sanctions.
Yeah. Are you saying that the Biden administration is basically looking at um the war with Russia and Ukraine as an basically as a gift for us? Basically saying that I could blame the failing economy that was already failing before the war, but I can blame it on the war now that it's here.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, if you look at the very beginning of this administration, a lot of our woes and issues was from the previous administration. Well, I think old Agent Orange has been out of office long enough to where you can't blame a lot of the political moves anymore on him and his administration because they've been gone. Well, then you can blame a lot of other things on a pandemic. Well, with them losing their ass in court on mandates, with summer right around the corner, with plenty of vitamin D and fresh air and things like this, and just, people still living and not dropping by the wayside in masses. Oh, and a 9-page not a comorbidity, but a 9-page negative result, a negative effect to taking the stabby jabby paper comes out. You can't really blame your issues in your country on previous administrations anymore because they're no longer in control. You can't blame it on a pandemic that seems to really not be of anybody's concern anymore. And honestly, all your illegal moves to keep us in those confines have lost in court. It is an election year. What better way to muddy the waters than war?
Exactly. And when we say it's an election year, folks, you have to understand, if it's an election year here in America, it's also an election year overseas. Yes, it is an election year in Russia. It's an election year in Ukraine. It's an election year in North Korea. It's an election year, an election year, an election year. And that's why you notice how politics ramps up every time around election time. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you can set your clock to it.
Oh, and I do, my friend. I do. Every time I know it's an election year, I'm like, oh shit, what fuckery do they have for us?
And the wildest thing to me is, man, like the just the blatant running into like the heat of battle that all these Americans wanted to do for the Ukraine. When it's 2014 is well, let's step it back real quick. The laptop situation that I've brought up a couple times with Hunter Biden has actually came out in the New York Times to be absolutely a true situation and story, with him colluding and receiving big time funds from the Ukraine government, being on the board of a major energy company in Ukraine, his father being on wax of getting a prosecutor fired who was looking into their endeavors in the Ukraine. That video's easily defined, if you don't believe me. But outside of that, think about this. In the Ukraine, everybody's propping up Vladimir Zelensky, this grand patriot who obviously really knows how to flex on social media. The funny thing is, he was on a television show. He's a comedian / actor. And he was on a television show that was a hot show called Servant of the People. Vladimir Zelensky, president of Ukraine, was on a television show called The Servant of the People. Funny thing about that is, the political party that he represents, that he won underneath to become president of Ukraine, that political party is named Servant of the People. Is anybody ready for a red pill yet?
What are you saying?
I'm saying, is that a coincidence that he's on a television show called Servant of the People? Then he runs underneath a new political party called the Servant of the People. No, dude, it's theater. He is not acting as an actual president of Ukraine dealing with the people of Ukraine. No, he's acting as an actor. He's never left the set of Servant of the People.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I'll take that. Allegedly. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody went so hard body for this guy. He's so patriotic. He's doing it like, dude, this is the grandest puppet show. And they just need the majority to be down with the inevitable fact that they're going to set it off. It's, I believe it's even a touch of maybe Sitchell magic.
Oh, shit.
Do you remember The Lost Boys? The vampire movie?
Yes.
The vampire cannot enter your home until you allow him in. We cannot set off World War III until the masses of our countrymen allow us in. You got to believe this actor, the servant of the people. You got to be down with him. You got to give him your acceptance to kick off your demise. But all you had to do was not answer the door. And that vampire could never come in and suck your blood. That's the problem. It's the wildest shit, bro. The funniest thing to me is the conservatives who stood on this Hunter Biden laptop scenario as an A1 reason. That was like, what do they call it? What do they call it in the election? The October surprise? Something like that. I might got the month wrong. But it's a month. It's a surprise where they bring out some smut on a political candidate to try to bury him right before the final vote comes in. I think it's October. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But nevertheless, that was Trump's grand surprise. That was the conservatives' grand surprise. This laptop with Hunter Biden and all this schmut and all this craziness that he's involved in. They referenced the big man in the emails. The big man gets a cut. The big man who they said was Mr. Sleepy Joe. Puddin' Eater. They couldn't make it stick. Then it comes to find out it's true. But you got conservatives ready to go to Ukraine and fight the Russians. You dumb shits. So you said don't vote for the dude because of this collusion in Ukraine and this backdoor dealings. Then it comes out to be true, and our government's been backing Ukraine against Russia for some years now. So you say that that's a reason not to vote for a man because he's colluding in these scenarios and getting paid off of these scenarios to make it happen. But then, when it actually happens, you decide that you want to ride with him and his team against the opposition that they created for you. I mean, I don't know of a better example of monkey shit.
Well, I think I might have one. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me see if I can find a good example. Here's one.
I feel like that deserves no pussy for 6 months.
I feel like if you're stupid enough to drive your what is that, a spider or whatever they call it, if you're smart enough to fucking drive your motorcycle into a goddamn skate, like JY, am I wrong for wanting him to die?
No. Like I said, I mean, you probably got a decent little note on that Can-Am Spider. You were trying to flex, and you ate shit damn near immediately. Yeah, you do not deserve any vagina for months. And if you're married, you definitely don't, because you just put up your family's bread on a toy that you destroyed in 0.5 seconds. What an idiot. What an idiot.
And for what? What were you trying to prove? What was you trying to prove in this moment? Now, I just want to look at it one more time because I feel like I just feel like you should have died. I feel like you should have died.
The crazy shit is, bro, what if during that shit show he ran over a skateboarder?
Oh, God.
That would have been nuts, because not only did you severely fuck up, you're probably going to jail or court.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bro. The funny thing is, you're at a skate park. So the proper tool to do that would be a skateboard, BMX bike. You could have crashed those a million times, and it would have cost you a fraction of what that just cost you.
Exactly. Yeah. How do you explain that to the missus? She didn't want you to buy that fucking thing anyway. She thought of 1,000 other fucking things that could be useful. Things for the house, things for the other vehicles. But no, you wanted your fucking spider.
Yeah.
How do you explain that to the missus?
Yeah. Your kid's soccer trip to Belize? No, couldn't pay for it, but somehow you turned up with this fucking thing. And this is what you do? So, the wildest thing about it is, either he don't have a woman, or the dude with the camera has got to be like his brother. Like the one motherfucker who doesn't care how much trouble you're about to get in, he's petty enough to put it on blast.
I don't think that happened at all. I think this motherfucker was riding on his little fucking spider. He was cruising past the fucking skate park, and then he got the bright idea. Well, there was a skater that so happens to just see him out the peripheral vision, see him come into the skate park with his spider. And then that skater thought, maybe I should be filming this.
You know what? I think you're right. I think that's exactly how it went down. He was like, I'm going to flex on all these fucking skater losers with my spider. And he just became high-class entertainment for every fucking skater out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just bought somebody a new deck, wheels, and trucks. That's what he did.
And the thing is, he's gonna forever be known as the stupid motherfucker that tried to drive his spider in a skate park.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
and skaters will never forget.
oh, dude. If his way from work to home is past that skate park, oh, that motherfucker moved. That motherfucker moved. After that, he don't want none of them skaters to see him ever again in life.
Shameful acts, and this is what gas prices do to you, folks. I think it makes you loopy. I think we have survived enough increases and decreases of gasoline to understand what it makes human beings do. Makes you fucking loopy.
You know how despicable of a move that is, though, to raise gas prices now. They've been losing their ass in court over all this mandated bullshit when it comes to our health. It's been shown that year after year we've persevered from all that.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's basically like the summer where like it's like, you know, we better go hard in the paint. Like, ain't nobody worried about these motherfucking face diapers no more. These mandates are bullshit. They're getting knocked out of court. Like, we back. America is back. And the first time you want to load up the trailer, fill the truck up, fill the boat up with all that petrol, you can't even afford to take a jet ski around a goddamn golf course pond. Ain't that about a bitch? Yeah, all your cross country road trips and your vacations for the summer just got way more expensive. And best you believe me, if the price of the gas that goes in your car goes up, oh, the price of that jet fuel is going up. So that means them aeroplane tickets are going up.
Well, folks, this is our way of telling you that if you pay attention to gas prices, it's a great indicator of which direction other prices are going to go. Groceries, electric devices, your little items, your TVs, your CCTVs, your little fucking remote control vacuum, all that shit, all that shit's going up. The price done went up.
Yeah. The bad thing is the price of all that goes up. You know, the move now, like when the lockdowns first hit, you seen campers, Jeeps, side by sides, boats, kayaks, like flying off the fucking shelves because everybody's like, well, fuck, we can't travel, we can't do this, or let's lock down, or vacations, fuck, this is fucked. We're just gonna go camping and creeking and going to local rivers, all that. All that was fine and dandy. But see, gas wasn't that expensive when that happened. Now the gas is up. The move this summer, guarantee you me, if you want to make some money this summer, backyard situations, pools, sprinklers, hot tubs, gazebos, tennis, what do you call them, the badminton nets.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of in your fire pits. Anything you can think of going in your backyard, if you can get that shit wholesale and flip $1, I just helped you out, motherfucker. Because that's going to be the move. But here's the funny thing. They took away, really, the traveling and the camping and the exploration from us because gas too expensive. Motherfuckers ain't going to be doing shit like that this summer. I mean, some of them are, but not a lot of us because some people just ain't going to be able to afford to do it. So your backyard's going to be the joint. So here's the thing. How do you take the backyard from people? Like, we always going to have our backyard. Wait till you see how water price go up, son. They gonna take the swimming pool from you next.
Yeah. Everything goes up. Now let me ask you a question, Jaywalski, because you hit me with something. Could we very well see the rebirth of the house party due to gas prices?
I'm telling you right now, bro. This is gonna be the summer of the house party, the block party, the parks jumping off your local. Remember when the local neighborhood park, everybody knew, like Saturday afternoon, show up there before the police show up and the lights go out. If somebody show up with some hooch, somebody got a stereo, the girls show up. Like, dude, we going back to early to mid '90s with this joint. This summer, because potentially your neighborhood is gonna be dope as fuck. But the bad thing is when people not traveling and going out, the tourist spots gonna get hit. All them local bars and restaurants. The middle class is gonna take another stabbing through all this. A lot of people are gonna have to Katie bar the doors because people can't move like that. But your backyard is gonna be the joint. Your neighborhood is gonna be the joint. That's the beautiful thing about ignorant ass Americans. We gonna enjoy ourselves and party all the way up until we can't afford a blow up pool and a 12-pack of Milwaukee's best. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna do our thing till the motherfucking wheels fall off. This is how we do out here. But I'm telling you right now, this is the summer of your block parties, your backyards, shit like that, your local joints, your parks, anything within walking distance or just a couple miles of a drive. That's going to be the joint.
On foot, game is on point. So basically what he's saying, folks, is if you can't drive around because the gas prices are too high, well, you damn sure know that people are going to move around regardless. So people are going to be on foot. And that means that social interaction between individuals physically is going to increase. People are going to be out and about regardless. So they may be on foot. They may be in situations where they don't have to drive or they drive less. They're walking more. They're driving less. Ladies, you worried about that weight, that extra poundage you picked up during your depression and oversexed years? This is your opportunity, ladies. Gas prices are high as fuck. They're gonna keep climbing until they figure it out, and I don't think they're gonna figure that shit out in any time in the near future. So use that opportunity to walk, to lose weight, and save money.
Yeah, and just realize the more gas becomes a essential commodity that's expensive and hard to get a hold of, keep your garages locked, keep your motherfucking storage shit locked. Your motherfucking lawnmower gas ain't safe. You might want to just keep a window cracked if it's nice out, to keep an ear on your shit, because motherfuckers will pop a pinhole in your gas tank or cipher that shit out left and right. Believe you me, gas getting stole is going to be on the rise, just like you grabbing a motherfucking case of beer, some ice, and some hot dogs and telling everybody, motherfucker, it's popping over here tonight. This is what we doing. Tiki torches and motherfucking blow-up swimming pools.
Well, if you don't already know, in the peachy state of Georgia, there's already been a string of gas cans, gas tanks being popped, holes being found in gas tanks, and drained of its gas. So it's already started in certain states. I've also read that Syracuse has the lowest gas prices in the nation right now. So if you want to take a ride to Syracuse, you can get you some cheap gas there. But yeah, this is the state of the world, guys. This is what we do with the monkey shit that we create. You do know that humans, we are responsible for all of this, right? Monkey shit indeed. And with that said, I got 2 more videos, and this is gonna be a wrap for the monkey shit show.
I'm with it.
So let's go into this one real quick, and we're gonna give our commentary on this video. see the vehicles can cause you all types of different pains. All types of different pain. I myself have done that. I have done that exact fucking thing when I was younger, playing street football. We played street football, two-hand touch street football. Yes, we have. Yeah, that same exact little.
You see, when I was growing up playing football in the street, and somebody just got train wrecked, ran over, we called that getting trucked. Now, this young cat here brought a whole nother element to that phrase.
Literally.
Yo, I did that one time, but not playing football, bro. I was showing off for a girl in my neighborhood when I was a kid. I had a black lab dog, and I would walk it with my roller skates on because she just like pulled me down through the neighborhood. And I remember the dog was pulling me, and I was skating backwards, and the dog was pulling me, backwards. And I'm talking shit to this girl. And I turn around. As soon as I turn around, the dog done ran me up on a car. I hit the bumper of that car, and I'm just laid up on top of this car. Let go of the leash, dog done run off. And I'm just laying on top of this car with my skates, and that girl is howling laughing. Worst motherfucking day of my life at that point as a kid. I'm like, yeah, girl, I skate backwards. The dog pull me on and give no fucks. I'm just a man out here. Call me Roller-Roo. And then I turn around and just eat it bad. I'm talking. I probably dented up their shit and everything. I jumped off that car, skated down the street, grabbed my dog, and went the long way home. Make sure I didn't pass that girl's house again.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
we've all been there, bro. We've all been there trying to impress some girl that we wanted and making a goddamn fool of ourselves as men. We've done it, definitely.
Oh yeah, that was one of many. That's for sure. That was not the first nor the last time I've shown my ass in the name of trying to get a piece of ass.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I tell you what, man. It's like I said, guys. This show is. I pride myself here at Somebody Gotta Say This Shit as being a platform that deals with bullshit, vital issues, and everything in between. We over here at Somebody Gotta Say This Shit feel as if all the shit that we have been experiencing, the pandemic, the shipping crisis, the employment issues over here, due to overstimulation, if you get what I'm saying.
The University of Kentucky Wildcats losing in the first round of the fucking tournament.
Holy fuck.
I mean, that honestly doesn't have nothing to do with gas prices, but honestly, that does have something to do with gas. There was UK fans who paid these gas prices to go see that fucking debacle. Calipari owes.
Yeah, if anybody should be pissed off, it should be the Kentuckians that okay, so first of all, if you can afford those tickets, fuck you. But I will say that they should at least get some type of reimbursement back, man. Have you seen gas prices, man? It's ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, and the thing is, that busted so many brackets It's crazy. Like, nobody saw that coming.
Nobody had that.
So it's like, it's not like you lost to a worthy.
You had that in your bracket.
Yeah.
Shut up.
If you had that in your bracket, your name is probably John fucking Calipari. Because him cooking the books and throwing that game, I'm not saying he did. I have no evidence to prove it. But the way they played and the way we went out to a 15 seed in the first fucking round, oh, it smells like some home cooking to me. It smells like some straight up fugazi, greaseball shit. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what I said after I seen that game. I was like, oh, okay. All right. You just gonna take that L like that, huh? I'll tell you what though, I was pissed at first because I forgot to get my bracket in time at the MVH bracket annual bracket bet or whatever you want to call it, the bracket pool, I guess. And there was some big money up the stakes. But I'll tell you, my friend, after that game, I'm glad I didn't waste $10 on that bracket because I would have just lost $10. That would have been all it was. There was no shot in hell I was going to win after that. So, you know, glass half full all the time. I live my life to that motto, glass half full. And presently in this country, I also live my life by tank half full. I don't think my tank will ever be full again. I can't afford to fill that bitch up.
I've never had to put $30 in my vehicle. Never. I've never seen a time where I put $30 in my vehicle, and now I'm seeing it, and it's like, yo, this is different. This is different.
If you think about it, think about how much more shit has to rise with just that. Bus fare is gonna have to be more expensive. Uber and Lyft is gonna have to be more expensive. It's just there's no way they can't raise the prices.
Uber and Lyft right now are trying to devise a way to stay in business, folks. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Don't listen to me and Jay Wall. Matter of fact, don't pay attention to not a fucking word we say. Just do your own research and see if we're anywhere in the ballpark. And I think you would say we are. I think you would say we are. But either way, it's the monkey shit that humans put each other through. And it's okay because one day it would all have to end. With that being said, like this show.
Hey, this is Dan Aykroyd, and you're listening to DJ Who Kid and Sada Pop Pow.
I did not know what fucking Dan Aykroyd and DJ Who Kid had to do with that video at all until he said that. So pow pow.
Hey, this is Dan Aykroyd, and you're listening to DJ Who Kid and Sada Pop Pow.
That's actually kind of brilliant because at first I was like, Dan Aykroyd, DJ Who Kid, a fat bitch on a moped. Where are we going with this?
Okay, hold on. Is she fat or is she thick? Let's look at this again. Hold on. Is she fat or thick?
Hey, this is Dan Aykroyd, and you're listening to DJ Who Kid and Sada Pop Pow.
Yeah, after further review, the only way I'd kick her out of bed if I was going to fuck her in the floor. She's thick. She's thick.
Okay, let's go with thick.
That just obviously is a small moped.
I think it deserves another view.
Hey, this is Dan Aykroyd, and you're listening to DJ Who Kid and Soda Pop. Pow!
Yeah, I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, I say that, but we haven't seen the face, so I could really want to run back on that, depending on how it looked when she turned around, because she could turn around and look like Dan Aykroyd, and they'd be like, "Ah, yeesh." Or she could turn around and look like DJ Who Kid, and equally, I'd be like, rough one there, bud. But I want to know where that comes from. What podcast or interview did I miss where Dan Aykroyd's talking with DJ Who Kid? I'm intrigued. I want to know what this show's about.
That is worthy of investigation, I think.
I feel like that's going to be my search as soon as we end this show, actually.
Yep. Yep. Well, I am done, Jay Walski. I have presented all of the humorous videos that I had in my storage for this episode. I think it was a good episode. I think it was informative. I got some laughs, so that's all that matters. If I'm laughing, I'm happy, because it's hard to make me that.
Well, you're my favorite person to laugh with, because it seems like we can laugh at absolutely shit that is 100% supposed to be funny, and we can laugh at the inevitable demise of the world. So anytime I can ride with you, man, I'm happy, because fuck it. I think we shed the light the way we got to shed the light, but I don't ever feel too depressed when we get done with it. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. We're just reporting life.
Yep. And that's all it is, folks. It's life. And dealing with human beings, you are absolutely going to have to deal with the monkey shit. And what better day to do it but a Monday? Because we all hate Monday, especially us working. Us working. Yeah, the working class. I hate it. Yeah, us, the working class, those that get our money outside of the means of criminal activity.
Yeah, those of us who actually have to pay these high gas prices to make money to live off of, those people.
Those of us that are forced to pay taxes on our labor.
Yeah. That don't even sound right when you say it.
I know.
Pay taxes on your labor. Like, that sounds like a good fucking, who the fuck come up with that? Ice Cube? No Vaseline? Shit.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah. It sounds like you're putting it in dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. Either way, guys, it's the Monkey Shit Mondays. Thank you for joining us here. Somebody got to say this shit. That's my man, Jay Walski. You got any last words, Walski?
I enjoyed this show. I'm glad we did it. I do apologize for anybody who was looking forward to a Monday Night Mayhem. We had some technical difficulties on the host's behalf, but outside of that, we plan on bringing you some more comedy tomorrow on Blurred Minds Media, 8 o'clock. We're going in on Five Finger Fiasco, and I do hope and I do believe that you all will hear me and Earth the Nerve on that show tomorrow night.
Yep. And then...
So basically, that's kind of like Monkey Shit Continued.
Yeah, we can say that. Under another title, though. But we can still say it. Monkey Shit Continued. And then also the continuation of the Monkey Shit on Wednesday Witch Doctor Wednesday, and we going back in, folks. Oh, the last Witch Doctor Wednesdays was a spicy Witch Doctor Wednesday, and it was about porn versus reality. If you have not seen that episode is a very popular episode right now on my channel. I'm not sure why, but if you have not seen this episode, you should watch it, and watch it with someone that you like to touch. Watch it with someone that you like to touch and kiss on at the same time. Like, you like touching and kissing.
Yeah, so like for example, if your name happens to be Chubby Lee, you might want to watch that episode with a bucket of KFC.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, watch it with somebody you love. That's all I'm saying,
or something you love. Yeah, this Wednesday, Witch Doctor Wednesday, we're going back in, folks, with a special guest. Yes, with a special guest, and we're going to be talking about positions. Matter of fact, here I'm. You know what? Can I do it, Jaywowski?
I think you should.
I think I should too. I'm gonna give you an example of positioning. Just one. That was too big. Hold on, let me see if I can get another one. I know that one's good. I made up. Damn it! Are you serious?
And that's always a good problem to have when you're doing a show called Porn versus Reality. And Alexa says, your file's too big.
Mm-hmm.
Just cliff note that.
Oh, okay, hold on. I know what it is. Yeah, I think it's on to let the people see what I've been doing as of late, just to get ready for the show. Because I like to want to make, I want to give you guys a good show. I want to make sure that you enjoy yourselves and you're getting the information that is needed to survive out here for yourself. Here it is. There we go. You're still too big. Hold on.
That's what she said. I'll tell you what. I need to watch these shows and learn, because I'll tell you how dumb I am. My entire life, I thought the Kama Sutra book came from China. That's how big of an idiot I am, because after further review, it came from India. So I'm an idiot, and I'll admit it. I don't know why I thought China. Just some reason, the name, the book, the mystical sexual positions, it just seemed very Asian to me. So
not really your fault, because Buddhism can be found in both areas. So, and yeah, so.
Well, I appreciate that, because honestly, when I found that out, listened to another podcast earlier this week, I was like, I don't know if I'll even tell anybody this. But I just did, so there you go. Yeah, I was completely misinformed. Obviously, I never read the book or bought one. I really felt like my own scrolls I feel like I got a good grasp on some good positions myself. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm an idiot. I thought it was from China. It's from India. There you go. I just had to tell them myself. That's what, and that's one thing I will promise that I'll do on any platform I'm ever on. I've never claimed to be the smartest motherfucker you know. So if I say some ignorant shit that don't line up, and I figure it out that it don't line up, I'll eat some shit. I'll eat some crow. I will. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. I fucked up. My bad.
Yeah, you're never ever going to shame me for anything stupid that I do because I was stupid coming out of the womb. I
Yeah.
wasn't born. I wasn't born knowing. So if I do fall in error, I will correct my error. But you can't shame me by any error that I've made, especially if the error did not kill me.
I pretty much got two words that I throw together anytime somebody gets me hip to a fact I didn't know or thought I knew or corrects me on something. And it usually fucks them up because they, when they tell you that, not everybody, like, you'll correct me on some shit, but we're homies. So you'll correct me on some shit, as a homie. You just give me game. Let me know. Give me hip. But you got some people that want to let you know, but let you know in like a shitty way. Like they're better than you and they got one up on you. And I figured out you put two words together and you just look at them and you say these words as honest as possible. And it fucks up their whole win. Like, you could see the air deflate out of their body. So when they're like, nuh-uh, if you Google it, it says this and you said this. And they're right. You just look at them and you say, well, hell. Fucks them up every time. Two words. Well, hell. And just look at them like, and? Anymore? You got me. Yeah, you're right. Well, hell. That's all you need. Two words. There you go, folks. I helped you out with life right there. Anytime a shithead decides he's got the upper hand on you, just give it to him and tell him, well, hell. And usually you can get right on to the next beer. I guess that's what you call bluegrass problem solving.
Well, hell will get you through the next 10 years of your life, folks. So use it. It just makes sense to me. Now, what you're seeing on the screen is a little graphic image that, yes, I am so proud that I created. It is an image that will be displayed Wednesday on the show only for adults. This show is for adults. We are speaking about doing the grown up, and we are going to be talking about the many and various positioning and the hows to do the grown up. What feels good? What doesn't feel good? You see how I did it? Oh, you see the symbology and original graphic designs, folks, by moi. You see what I did there? You see the symbology going on right there, folks. Yes, this is what you will be seeing on Witch Doctor Wednesday when I will be breaking down the miniest and various. The miniest. That's another word, Jawowski. Let's coin it. Miniest.
Webster.
Miniest. The many various fucking positions.
And that's how you can tell that Earth to Nerve is all inclusive and he really cares about his folks and his inner circle. Because I'm his guy. This is my best friend. We hold each other down. We go the long way. You know what I mean? Like A1 since day one. If you notice, everybody having sex in these graphics that he created are amputees.
I
mean,
oh my god!
I thought you were looking out for me and my folk.
Oh my god! This dude right here, man. Hey! Wow, this is what it is, y'all. Monkey shit Monday. And with that being said, hey yo, oh, here we go. Hey man, she's fucked up. Look at this shit.
She feels me, right? I mean, I know you was looking out for me, bro, and I fucking appreciate it. That's what best friends do.
That was not what I was going for. I was going for simplicity, but detail. Like you absolutely know what you're seeing in this image, correct?
Oh yeah.
Oh, folks, and there's so many more. There's so many more, and we're going to break them down too. We're gonna say what's pleasurable for men, what's pleasurable for women. This is going to be a show and tell show.
Oh hell.
I ain't showing shit. I'm just showing you the display on the screen. You know, I done showed too much to YouTube already. No, but yeah. With that being said, yeah, we got that one too. We got all of them. This is the show for the grown ups. My show is for grown and sexy people. What we doing is that, but with that being said, it is time to end the monkey shit. Cause we are on monkey shit. Again,
So
people,
what you're saying is it's time to wipe the monkey's ass.
it's time to wipe the monkey's ass. Look, this is what it is, folks. Pay attention to gas prices. Pay attention to those that are what is it called when you purposely hyperinflate the gas prices?
Government.
Yeah. I'll talk about, when like a certain like an individual gas station will hike up their prices. There's a word for it, and I'm stuck.
Yeah, I don't know that exact term either, to be honest with you. Normally, I would call it taxation without representation. But the funny thing is, there's plenty of representation. It's called billions of dollars printed. Actually, no, that's a lie. Trillions.
Just pay attention to all of that shit, because, folks, when we overhear somebody got to say this shit, tell you that it's not going to get better no time soon. We are in this for the long haul. China, if you pay attention, China has basically said that they're gonna ride out with their homie. So it could get a whole lot worse. And that little fat chubby motherfucker over there in North Korea wanna show his motherfucking ass now that every motherfucking body's out and motherfucking got their guns out. Everybody fucking got their guns in the air. Now this motherfucker won't show out. So pay attention to what's going on in North Korea. Afghanistan has been taken over by the Taliban. Thank you, Biden. Pakistan is a war zone. Venezuela's going through basically civil war, and we're trying to drop sanctions on Venezuela to keep sanctions on Russia. So pay attention to all that shit. It's monkey shit indeed.
And the shrapnel from the bombs going off in Somalia say "Made in America." Just so you know.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you do know that like half of the fucking globe is like in some form of war. Don't ever in your life think that shit can't touch your fucking door. Oh, I just made a rhyme.
Absolutely, I feel like Ace, We need to dub that real quick, Ace. He's somewhere in the ether. I know he is. He heard it.
I sent him the link. Either way, you know it's still, you know what it is. It's still Ill's World Podcast. Whenever he's ready, I'm ready. And all he got to do is say, grab the keys.
Facts.
With that being said, man, this monkey shit, dude. This monkey shit, and it's done. I'm done with this episode.
Well, brother, it was a pleasure to ride with you once again, my friend. I will see you tomorrow night at 8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
That is my man, Jay Walski. You know me. I am Earth the Nerve. My slogan is everybody's somebody. Somebody got to say this shit.
Somebody gotta say this shit, so piss a bitch. Fuck your government. I'm hesitant to holler out that I'm in. I represent hollow points and Mac tears. But don't think them shots coming out of them. Last thing that you see is Nat Turner's grin. I'm a savage, not the average white boy, my friend. We ain't shooting. Fuck red, white, and blue. Earth they nerves like militias in the booth. Spit that word like the wisdom in the tooth. Get that herb like I need a blunt or two. Fuck y'all all, each and every one of you. You niggas wanna stay asleep? Fuck you motherfuckers too. All you niggas ain't loyal. Fuck the government soil. Bring heat to the planet to this motherfucker boil. There's no more talk. Through the grave, y'all.